Yo guys, how's it going? We are back for another episode of our Malaga career mode, where today we have ourselves our first match of the season and the first match in charge of Malaga, against Andorra, and then the second game against a relegation rival in Granada. So yeah, let's go into this first press conference of the season and see what they want to say. Right then, boys, here we are. What's the mood ahead of your first competitive game? I'm happy with what I've got. I'm really not, but I'll put that across. What else have we got? Can you be in promotion shake-up? We'll give it our best, I promise. We'll be there or thereabouts. And finally, will Ganvula get a game? He'll play when he's ready. I'll pick him when he's ready. And I think he'll surprise people. Exactly. And here we are, boys, in Malaga for our first game of the career. And let's see if we can get a good thing going here. Start it off as well as we possibly can at home in front of the fans. Let's go for it. Let's get it underway. And here we are, boys, underway for our first game and the start of the league. Let's see if we can put in a decent performance today and get ourselves moving in the right direction. So far, we have not done that because that is a poor pass and we're already on the back foot here. Jawande, I don't know where our other defender's gone, and we are not quite 1-0 down yet, but that was awfully close and we still have... that is tragic goalkeeping. He should have been keeping that. Jesus Christ. Right then, boys, back with the corner is we will try and get that clear. It's not a great clearance in the end and it's coming straight back at us and luckily just wide of the post. Right, here we go. Caro is the man on the ball, or Caro, shall I say. It's played upfield to Villalba, who can cut inside here, and it is doing so. Plays the ball up to Ganvula, who's done very well there. Plays it off to the opposite side, and there we go. Our first game, we get ourselves 1-0 into the lead just inside 11 minutes. The two new young boys up front, well, not young as such, but younger boys up front in Ganvula and Dubovic, who have managed to put us in the lead here, a 1-0 up. Tragic goalkeeping because, actually I thought he'd ran past the keeper before he'd even taken the shot, but in fact it was not too bad there from Dubovic. But yeah, we've Dovbic, shall I say, Artem. I'm calling him Artem from now on. Right then, boys, back underway. Taking the lead in our first game, just what we wanted to do. Artem with the goal and Ganvula with the assist. So yeah, not too bad so far. Wanfran came in with a challenge. That's going to be a yellow card straight off the bat for the old man at the back. I swear he played for... What? You're taking the absolute piss. How are you giving a red card for that challenge? 14 minutes in, we're down to 10 men. It probably was a silly challenge to put in, but not a chance is that a red card with some of the challenges I've had against me this season so far for Kleinheister, which is a bit poor for Kleinheister on his debut to have to go off so early, but it's something that we have to do to keep the defence solid as Bakari gets himself into the box. It's a beautiful cross, and Dubovic... somehow that hasn't gone off for a corner, but he nearly bagged himself his next goal. A bit shaky in the opening couple of minutes, but as soon as we got ourselves a foothold in the game, we have given away a red card, but and we are a man light in our first game, so it's not great, but we'll be alright. We'll be alright for now as Bakari picks up the ball. Can spread it out wide, and Jimenez is getting free. He will whip that into the centre for Ganvula, who has not, yes he has, found the back of the net. It was an open volley for Ganvula. Tragic defending at the back at the minute for Andorra, and Ganvula with a goal and an assist today. Jimenez, the replacement, has managed to come through and get himself an assist as well. And yeah, it wasn't the best of volleys. Well, it wasn't too bad of a volley, but it was just a bit too straight at the keeper. I was going to try and stick it in the near post instead of the far, but I should have really gone for the far, and it went in at the far anyway. So yeah, 2-0 up, boys, even though we got the red card. and they're very, very open at the back, as Gambula could have probably slid a ball through to Artem there, but he didn't manage to do so in time. Good challenge there. Not worked out for us in the end, but Joande is there to stop that from happening. I keep ending my words short today, and it's really frustrating me, but Bakis is the man on the ball, plays it inside. That's probably going to be a goal. That is tragic goalkeeping. It's 2-1 now, 35 minutes into the game. Don't think they deserve that goal at all, but this keeper is actually tragic. I need to be getting myself another one. He is 37, so it's a little bit concerning to see that happening. Like, how are you only palming that shot off to there? That is tragic goalkeeping. He is coming off for the next game if we ain't made a new... I was planning on making a signing for a keeper anyway, but this is pretty much... Right, Villalba, the man to whip the ball in. It's not the greatest of crosses in the end, but he's got the ball back here and has some space. I'm going to take a shot. It's well over the bar. Fran Villalba is keeping up, but only doing that. He's not really gaining and manages to make the tackle eventually. Caro plays the ball out to our left back, who can get free of his man, hopefully. We'll play this ball into Dubovic, who gives it off to Gambula, takes it through the defence, takes the shot, but it is saved by the keeper. Right then, boys, that is half time. We have taken a 2-1 lead. We'll be hoping for more. Gambula's got himself a goal and an assist today and already had 4 shots at goal. He's really putting in the work. Artem also grabbed himself a goal on his debut, pretty much, for Malaga. Gambula does get himself a goal and an assist on his debut for us. But Juanfran, on a massive number of games for Malaga, has ended up absolutely bottling his chance on the first game of the season and got himself a red card. But we're still in the lead, boys, and we are still looking the better side so far. Right then, boys, here we go. Molina is there again. It's with Villa now. Plays it inside. Can we get a tackle in at some point? Hopefully. Bakis is the man coming forward. He takes the shot. It's off the bar. Our left back manages to get his head to it. And now the centre defensive mid that we brought in is on it. Right, Joande, who can spread the ball somehow to our left back. That was one of the luckiest passes, and that one wasn't as lucky. But that is a big challenge there from Caro, who has been a boss at the back so far today. And unfortunately, they get a shot off, but fortunately for us, Reynard actually makes the save. That is full time, boys. A first win from our first game in charge, or first competitive game in charge for us against Andorra. A beautiful, beautiful piece of attacking play. We looked very, very dominant in that first half. Really looked very dominant. In the second half, they started to gain it back a little bit. Obviously, after they scored their goal just before half time. But we still looked like we were in control, nevertheless. And we managed to get the win, which is just what we needed. Right then, boys. Post-match interview. Let's see what they have to say. We have delighted with the first win. It was all about 100% effort, which is 100% true, because that was a very, very clinical performance, especially from that man there. Could you have foreseen a debut like that for Gambula? He's already made his mark. I told you to watch what he was going to... I told you people were going to be surprised, and that's exactly what's happened here. And finally, we have ourselves. Juanfran is suspended now. What will you do? We'll use Jimenez because he banged it after he came on in that last game. Right then, so another transfer offer, but again, it's for another one of our young players that we just don't want to get rid of. So we're going to go ahead and reject it. Please start offering for some of our older players. And after that, we see that both of the players we actually went in for loans for in the last episode have both accepted. So they're both into the club. Right then, boys. So for our second and final game of today's episode, we have ourselves Granada. We'll be going into a press conference just before the game we go into. These are going to be challenging or should be getting promotion straight away this season. But hopefully we can put in a decent performance against them as well. Right then, boys, here we are. With Juanfran suspended, how will you play? We are not a one-man team. Jimenez has come into the position and he is going to kill it better than one-handed. Will you make changes now? We've taken... There's no need. We are ready for Granada. And next, or finally, shall I say, are you looking to sell players? Yes, we are. We want success here, and we do want to get rid of players. And here we are, boys, waiting for the game to come up against Granada, our first game away from home of the season, against probably what are going to be the champions at the end of the season, I'm not going to lie. So this is all about how far up the table we're going to be. Putting the challenge against this side, and we'll be looking comfortable this season, hopefully. Now, Puertas is the man on the ball, our left back again, doing well to defend so far. We're going to cut off that position. Very well done again from Caro. And so far, we are looking the better side. And at the moment, Bakare is looking to run this right-hand side once again for us, as we'll get ourselves into the box, whipping a ball to the back post. And again, it is landed on that man's head. Autumn, for the second game running, nets a goal just before the 15-minute mark to put us in the lead. And that's from the start. This is from the start. Debut day and debut episode. He's managed to come in and net 2 in 2 already. He had that sort of a header in the last game to make it his second goal of the game. Unfortunately, he didn't net that one. This time he does, right into the bottom corner. No chance for the keeper, and it's a beautiful piece of football. And yeah, we're 1-0 up again against what I think are probably going to be the league leaders by the end of the season. And by the looks of it, we've got 2 strikers this season that are going to supply us with that many goals. It's going to be outrageous. If they've managed to put 2 in 2 already, if Granvula manages to do so as well, it'll be outrageous. But right now they've had a shot and it's saved by the keeper or his strike partner in Granvula. Maybe it's his turn today to get a goal and assist, because it's looking very likely at the moment if these boys keep playing the way they are. And that is a beautiful pass there to Puertas, and the left back went missing, and unfortunately that has not worked out. But Caro does need to get back into position now, and does so very well. Will block off any sort of a run from this lad, not quite reacting quick enough to get the ball back straight away. But Medrano, again, the man on the ball. Trying to get the ball back, shall I say, with Puertas now into Arzo, who gets free of his man. Please get this ball clear, and it's a good clearance there. That is half time, boys. We have managed to take a 1-0 lead into half time. Molina is the man getting focused on, as he has not really contributed much today. But so far, Autumn with 2 goals in 2 games from when he's made his debut, off of coming from the free agents. The Ukrainian man is doing his country proud right now for Malaga. Bakare running the right of midfield again, running the wing. With that cross there and this header from Dubovic, who not a chance was anybody getting to the ball before him there, and no, definitely the keeper weren't keeping that out. But yeah, the boys are smashing it again today. Okay, they're turning themselves into Barcelona here. I don't know what's cracking, but yeah, we'll try and get the ball back here if possible, with Medrano trying to get his foot in. At the moment, it's not managed to do so, and that is a very lucky save from Reina. Done very well there. And the ball again goes back up to Bakare, who for some reason can absolutely rinse any defender he wants to. He was a bit poor there, gives the ball away for the first time I think he ever has. And right now we're trying to get a foot in. We're keeping position quite well. He's somehow found the ball straight through the centre back and CDM there, but it's only over the bar. Ball back to Jimenez, who can try and create some space again for Bakare. We'll play it back inside. No, we won't, because we didn't get the chance to. But Jimenez now comes up, makes a big challenge, and keeps the ball on the field as well. Good lad. And he came in for revenge there. Did the left mid, but unfortunately for him, didn't get a reaction off of it. Diarra now is the man trying to keep his position in the middle. At the moment, it's not looking likely, and that is a perfect finish. And that's what we get for putting a challenge in on this lad, because he's just came up the field and put the ball into the back of the net with an absolutely beautiful finish there. Just from the edge of the box. Smashes it into that far corner, beautifully placed, and there was no way that Reina was ever getting to that. That is a beautiful finish there, and it's back at 1 apiece. We'll play it back out to Jimenez, who's done well here, gets himself into a position, gives it off to Bakare, who whips the ball in. Don't know where that was going to, but it can now come to Kleinheister, who has not done a lot today, but it comes back to the CDM. It's now with Bakare again, in a lot of space to whip the ball in, and unfortunately Artem this time couldn't jump high enough to get the ball. It's back with Jimenez though. We're looking dangerous again, boys. We're looking dangerous again with Gambula on the ball. We'll play it inside now to Kleinheister, off to Bakare. His first shot at goal is over the bar, and he really does deserve a goal. Ball is played short this time. Gambula comes out, and I don't know why, for some reason, when we're defending, our wingers always move inside with this side. I actually quite like it, but at the moment it's not helped, and it hasn't. Oh my god, I thought that went in. Ozini is on a rampage right now, and luckily this time this one goes over the bar. It wasn't far away at all. It's going to be a yellow card for that lad, I should think. But that is a nice tackle here from Medrano. And this could be a dangerous counter. Gambula couldn't do it. It's now back. It's with Kleinheister, who has some space. And he cannot find the finish to supply us with the lead. Unfortunately, it's looking like these boys are wanting to keep the ball for the draw. As I say, that's good interception here. We might have one last attack. As Jimenez has the chance to slide through the ball, and he has done so. If our new lone striker can hold off his man, which he has done so, he can have a shot. And honestly, that was tragic. That is how it ends, boys. A 1-1 draw. Had chances in the game to end up taking the lead again, just didn't find the accuracy with the finishing in the end. But yeah, a 1-1 draw against the side that I'd say is probably going to be the league leaders at the end of the season is not the worst of points to have. Right then, boys, and post-match interview, let's see what they have to say. Was Juanfran a big miss for you today? Really wasn't. Jimenez again bossed it down that right hand side. Him and Bakare have got some good partnership going at the moment. A big game against your rivals today. What did you make of it? We was two very committed sides, but unfortunately they didn't put that option today. We just didn't manage to find that clinical finishing touch. Were you worried when they got the equaliser? Not really, because I have a lot of trust in this side already that we'll be able to score goals even if we do concede. And another transfer offer for another young player, or the same young player, in Raymond Enriquez. And that's where we're going to end today's episode, boys. 4 points out of a possible 6 today. We're down to 9th at the moment in the league. But we're only 2 games in. At the moment, Eibar have played 3 games and won all 3 so far. So they're looking odds on to do have a very, very good run in this league this season. But yeah, still undefeated. That's the main thing. The side we played in Granada have actually lost their first match now. They are 1-1. Hopefully that doesn't turn to us in the next episode, as we will have ourselves a game against Ibiza, as you see there, and then a second game which will be against, I'm not sure what that side actually is. I completely forget the name of that side. Let me just take a quick look at this. Whereabouts are they in the league? That is the question. They are right at the bottom in Leganes. They have lost all 3 of their 3 games so far. Andorra have lost 2 out of 2, and so have Villarreal B lost 2 out of 2 as well. And yeah, that's looking like a tasty game for us with our attacking options at the moment. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to that one. I hope you guys are too. If you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you in the next episode, boys. Peace.
Rise up from the ashes, wings on my back, stay lit like a matchstick. We ain't coming back, I swear. Just let go and see what happens. Gotta let go to see the magic happen. They got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I'll just plot a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The zero gravity keeps elevating me.